At the beginning of the year, the judiciary was locked down by its workers who went on strike to demand that the executive should stop fiddling with the funds meant for the judiciary. This led to a complete shutdown of the judiciary in some states over financial autonomy and independence in some states, thus slowing down the dispensation of justice. President Goodluck Jonathan gave an assurance of his administration's unwavering commitment to sustaining ongoing judicial reforms and upholding the independence of the judiciary. He looked forward to having a strong, incorruptible, efficient, dedicated judicial system with respect for the rule of law and the fostering of a harmonious relationship with other arms of government. The National Judicial Council (NJC), under the leadership of the former Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Aloma Mukhtar, quietly but effectively prosecuted a war against judicial corruption and initiated changes across the courts with the introduction of a model practice direction for all courts to fast-track trials of offences and ensure quick dispensation of justice. Several members of the bench and the bar were affected.
I am a stickler for compliance to laws, rules, regulations, and conventions that are good for the system. If we are to succeed, the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary should be ready and willing to respect each other in a bid to maintain each other's independence.
For some analysts, what is important is how to ensure the independence of the judiciary without conflicting with the principle of separation of power for it to perform its duty satisfactorily.
Component parts must be allowed to develop at its own pace. So there are 36 states that are semi-independent. They have only agreed to surrender part of their freedom to the center. So the remaining, that freedom of theirs should not be emasculated, should not be taken away from them.
The total budgetary allocation to the judiciary dropped in 2012 from 85 billion naira to 68 billion naira, even as other arms of government had their allocations doubled. There could have not been any justification for this, but it certainly was not in the best interest of justice.
If they have something to look forward to, apart from the issue of salary, like building houses for them, post-retirement benefit, I don't think it is out of place. It shouldn't be looked at as a privilege. It should be as of right. And that is why the drafters of the Constitution, in their wisdom, said salaries and emoluments of judges will continue even after their retirement.
Even at the twilight of the present administration, the judiciary is being stretched to the limit with the election matters. It is yet another test case for the judiciary. As President Muhammadu Buhari takes over the mantle of leadership in the face of daunting security challenges, a strong judicial system is necessary.
He can only limit himself to these federal courts, but he can also liaise with the state governors in respect of the affairs at the state level of the judiciary.
But the problem is not really with the judiciary. It is with the legislature. You have well over 13 or 14 bills, including the Administration of Justice reforms, our Administrative Justice Bill, that is before them, and they have not dealt with it. Until there is an enabling atmosphere to the judiciary to operate, neither the executive nor the judiciary can do anything about it.
Senior lawyers are already looking ahead and have therefore suggested to the new administration to consider the creation of special courts, review the mode of appointment of judges, and the total reform of the criminal justice system.
There will be further improvement in the mode of appointment of judges. I believe that you should advertise the names of these people for members of the public to comment. You don't have to take their comment, but at least it provides a guide.
Amending the issue of criminal justice administration, amending the requisite laws and the various states to make for speedy administration of justice to reduce the syndrome of awaiting trial persons.
Wiping off corruption from the society, and should therefore also remember that the judiciary also needs a lot.
The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Mahmood Mohammed, however, made a firm promise to the nation on assumption of office to carry out necessary reforms in the judiciary in order to restore public confidence in the courts.
The end of it will be, in fact, doing justice to whatever matters that are brought before the courts. Because the cooperation between the bar and the bench, the result is doing justice.
The nation's judiciary is the conscience of democracy, but this vital arm of government will remain incapacitated if the obvious challenges, including poor funding, are not addressed. Wumi Obaburi, AIT News, Abuja.